Hello, beautiful Virgos. This is DR.M and DR.A from GeminiLifeCoaches.com. We're spiritual and holistic life coaches. We practice Reiki, EFT, and TFT, and are certified holistic and intuitive tarot readers. Please check out our website for more information on life coaching, energy work, and personal tarot readings. These readings and our services are for people 18 years or older. Tarot's energy is fluid, and these readings may or may not resonate with you. If they don't, you can check out other signs in your chart. If they do resonate with you, feel free to join us on Patreon for the extended readings. We have a really reasonable membership package with lots of goodies, and membership includes access to all of our extended readings. So if you'd like to kink cross-watch,
Because we don't kink shame.
yeah, like if you want to be kinky and just cross-watch, do that thing.
I sometimes do cross-watch on occasion.
It's whatever.
you know.
I mean, yeah. So the link is in the description box below, along with information on all the decks that we used. We're also new to YouTube and appreciate all of your love and support. Please like, share, and subscribe for notifications for new content as we add it. These are general readings for Virgo for September. For Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. I start with a cross and bow spread for recent, past, and present, and a future cross and bow and advice from Spirit extended reading. And those links are available via Patreon. And check the description box below.
And happy birthday to all those Virgos out there.
Absolutely. Happy birthday to you all. So right now, your focus of the reading for your recent past looks like Ace of Swords, Nine of Wands, Temperance, Page of Cups, and Ten of Wands. Virgo, what's going on here? So, Virgo, you in the recent past have decided, say, I want some clarity about things. I want to kind of get into a new way of thinking. And this Nine of Wands has been part of that change. Like, I'm going to set these boundaries. I'm going to see how these things work out. You've been patient with yourself with the Temperance card. You've been offering yourself that Page of Cups, that new, fresh, like, emotional beginning, self-love, and understanding that how we get here is Ten of Wands. We're putting these burdens down. Healing is definitely part of what you're going through right now or have gone through in the recent past, as far as what Spirit's telling us. The focus on your recent past, Page of Wands. Page of Wands is new ideas, being creative, new projects, messages of those things coming in for you. The challenge in the recent past has been the Emperor, has been Emperor's divine masculine energy, but more of that strategic, like, planning kind of energy. Like, you've wanted to be creative, but you're kind of stuck in how you get there. The energy moving through the recent past has been the Seven of Swords, Knight of Wands, the Empress, and the Five of Wands, Virgo. Seven of Swords is this backstabby, really petty energy. At some point, whether it's you or someone you're working with, there's been a little bit of maybe pettiness and kind of bullshit going on. Knight of Wands is, this, again, you've had it, in here, we had the Nine of Wands, and we also have the Ten of Wands. So, Page of Wands, Seven of Swords. Page of Wands wants to be creative, wants to start new things. Knight of Wands, like, really gives it that motion. It's like going from the thought of it to the actual doing of it. So, you've wanted to kind of initiate this thing. You're not quite sure how to do it, the strategy, how to plan it, how to get it, really in a solid, good starting place. Maybe it's been people that you're working with or people that are not reliable, or maybe you're not being reliable with yourself as far as being accountable to this planning. Or that's been, part of the challenge of getting to that, just being creative and putting those inspired ideas into action. The Empress is fertility, it's abundance, it's creativity, it's divine feminine. So you have that coming through into this Five of Wands in the recent past. And Five of Wands is that kind of sparring, competitive energy. Five of Wands is it's been challenging. It's kind of had maybe you dealing with some of your own personal challenges and looking at this, how you want to do it, what you really want to accomplish. And there may be some outside difficulty as well, as far as like maybe other interests or needs in your life competing with this ability for you to kind of get this off the ground or get this started or changed. Your fears of the Hangman, that you'll kind of always see it this way, that you're not going to get the perspective that you need, and that you're going to be stuck, and that you're feeling stuck. The help that the universe is bringing in is the moon. Wants you to know to follow your intuition. Yes, there are things that are not revealed to you. Yes, there are not just things that are not revealed to you, but things that you're not ready to see. So sort of one and the same, but not really. I think the difference being, like, you might want to know what's going on in a certain situation, but it's just not time for you to know, versus you're not ready to actually see things for what they are, and the universe is just saying follow your intuition there. That's the help it's bringing in, is for you. The advice is follow your intuition. Your hopes, 5 of Swords. Swords, the fives are transitional things, and they're usually like middle of a cycle anyway, but 5 of Swords has a very abusive, codependent vibe about it. It's got a very bully vibe about it. Maybe you're hoping that either you can get out of your thinking and stop bullying yourself, or whoever it is that's being negative about this moving forward, whatever this creative thing or passion project or work that you're doing, is that somebody you want this to be done with. You want this kind of feel and this, petty energy, this really unhealthy energy about it to be over with. You want that cycle to end. And the outcome for the recent past is the Queen of Wands. She's fiery. She's totally self-assured. She's maybe a little bit loudmouth and brash, but she's definitely getting it done. So you're coming out of this into this energy of, I'm going to declare, and maybe I'm not going to be so kind and sweet about it, but I'm going to get it done. Extra help. 4 of Cups, 3 of Wands. 4 of Cups is that energy of like, I'll believe it when I see it. And 3 of Wands is your ship coming in, or travel, or understanding that there's expansion. Things are coming in that you've been waiting for. That you're waiting on your team to show up, and you're sort of like, yeah, I'll believe it when I see it. So yeah, 3 of Cups. Bottom of the deck underneath all of these that's the teamwork vibe. That's celebrating being part of something collaborative. So I feel like you can get there. In the recent past, they're saying you can get there. I think it's a matter of really getting into that Queen of Wands energy, that self-assured, self-confident, kind of saying what it is that you want and how you want it. So focus, energy coming into the present. Okay. Wheel of Fortune, 10 of Pentacles, Page of Swords, 8 of Wands, Temperance. Okay. Wheel of Fortune is, there are going to be risks, and this card particularly, the other cards have different things. This one particularly, there's nothing negative in these prizes on the wheel. It's all good things. So while there's risk, it's all reward. 10 of Pentacles is that wish fulfillment. It is abundance. It's you having built what it is you want for you and yours. Pentacles being earth energy, being money, financial abundance, legacy. That's the feels there. Page of Swords is, a new kind of energy of thought, but it's also, there's a little bit of linger here with this 5 of Swords and 7 of Swords. The Page of Swords is a little bit like gossipy type energy and thought, and 8 of Wands, quick moving messages, and Temperance. So your energy coming into the present right now is that you've been taking risks. You understand that it's going to give you your wish fulfillment. It's going to give you the ability to build legacy and prosperity and abundance for you and yours. But there's still this like really shitty kind of like backstabby, gossipy, petty energy. I don't know if that's you or people around the project, but like that's quickly going to change when you kind of sit in your own, your own place of zen, your own self-confidence about what this is that you're doing and that you are doing it and what you bring to it. This is what I just said, self-confidence. So your focus going into the present is strength. That's not just, typical strength. It's not just being able to persevere and, tame the lion energy. Like it really is about unconditional self-acceptance, self-love, really healthy self-esteem, and being able to kind of work from that energy. That's your focus coming into it. Your challenge, 3 of Pentacles, teamwork. Somebody in this situation with you collaboratively is somebody that you might not want to be continuing to work with. The energy moving through, King of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, the Hermit, and Justice. So the energy moving through into the present, King of Pentacles, strategic, leadership, being very practical. You're trying to definitely get this, stay in your lane type feel about what's been going on. 6 of Wands is a celebration. It's recognition for hard work done. And the Hermit is reflecting on things, taking time to isolate, really go in and work on the things that being introspective, working on the things that you want to focus on, where you want to grow, where you want to heal. And, the future card here, energy moving through it, is Justice. So you will find your balance. I know Virgos are, we sometimes tend to want to have everything perfect. And, sometimes perfect is balanced, sometimes it's not, but it looks like it's definitely going to be, with this Justice card, it feels like it's coming into balance. Your fears, 9 of Swords. There's a lot of swords in your stuff right now, so a lot of you being in either need of change of thought or realizing that your thoughts are an issue for you. 9 of Swords is anxiety, depression. It's sleepless nights. It's really not sure how to proceed and not having that strength, that self-confidence to make a decision either way. The help that's coming in from the universe, Ace of Swords. You're going to get some clarity. You're going to have new ideas, new inspirations. There's going to be maybe a bit of cutting things out, but you will be getting mental clarity, and that's going to help you through the situation.
Dr. M, my ascendant is Virgo. And I guess I need to get out of my own way.
Maybe just a little bit. So let's see here. Your hopes are Queen of Wands. You had the Queen of Wands as your outcome for your recent past. So your hopes are, yes, that you're going to be able to continue to assert yourself and get it done. Say what it is what you need, and still be, passionate about it, but not in this bully 5 of Swords energy. You don't have to run roughshod over things, and people don't have to run roughshod over you. We had this, 8 of Cups is your outcome for the present, cross and bow here. And that's you doing the healing, you going in, doing shadow work, looking at the things that you need to heal, the things that are good about the things that you've been through. We had this in a previous reading with Scorpio, where it's not just a matter of being grateful for surviving the situations that you've been in, but also really sitting in what you've gone through, understanding that it's been painful, giving yourself credit for surviving it, for thriving, in the ways that you could through the situation, and having that balance of, my head is okay about this, my heart is okay about this. I've given myself time to heal, and I've also given myself the ability to see that, that overall this worked out for the best, that this is what this has been what it has supposed to have been for me. And, sometimes we get stuck in that, well, I can be grateful about it, but not healed. Or I can, be healing, but also not, it's one or the other. Not have any gratitude and still be bitter, and this happened to me, and this, that's the victim stuff where you're sitting in this, look at all the things that were done to me. Well, look at all the things you allowed to be done to you. I mean, if the tea's hot, maybe don't sip it so fast. extra help that the universe is bringing in. I'm sorry, that was really shitty. But it's so true. The moon and the magician. Follow your intuition. You can manifest the things that you want. You have the tools to do so. Maybe stop with this. I don't know, so I'm just going to say that it's not possible. I think we just had this conversation about
yes, we did.
And that's quantum theory. It's like leaving things open, that you can allow for anything to be possible without being fixated on it. So, Virgo, I think you have your marching orders, and it's not bad. I think just definitely understand that you have things to get done, and there's a way forward. You have the ability, and you are protected. You're watched over. You're strong. You can get this done for yourself. It just takes time and healing, and you're not going to shortcut it. This is what it's, if there's someone in the situation that is being negative, or maybe you're just like having negative self-talk, you might, you could, it's a thing. Like, you could definitely let it go. It doesn't have to be something that you carry forward. So this is what I have for you. I'm going to hand it over to Dr. A for the love and relationship right now reading.
All right. So the overall energy is Queen of Wands.
3 times now.
Right. Universe is speaking to you. This is a message that comes through us. This is not something.
It's not from, it's through, yeah.
Right. So. Exactly. Yep. So Queen of Wands, it's that feisty, you're willing to battle it out. You've got that passion and that drive no matter what you're doing. You've always been that way. It's kind of like that self-serving, not in like a negative way, but you're like, once you set your mind to something, you've got it in your sights. It's a complete goal.
Self-sufficient. Yeah, absolutely. More of a, determined in self-sufficiency. Like,
right.
I'm determined. It's not,
yep.
Yeah, nobody's getting in my way.
Where you are right now, King of Cups. So, you've got that leadership and that empathy, and I feel like Virgos are really balanced, because it's not this tough exterior, but it's not like this feisty or this emotional. Like, they're just so grounded for the most part. Like,
but they're
honestly,
an earth sign, so.
Right, absolutely. And, I know a few Virgos, and I think for the most part, they are fairly grounded. They're pretty versatile in that, but
they're perfectionists, and they get in their head,
yes.
and they want things the way that they do, and they don't understand how to be patient. And tend to, not all Virgos.
Yeah.
So it's like shit talking on all Virgos, or all of any sign. But the negative aspects of those signs, if they're, set that way, that's
right.
Those can be weaknesses for sure.
Absolutely. I'd see more of the determination. So what's causing the problem? Death. So to me, I feel like the death card is saying it's almost like you're waiting for an ending. Like, you've just had enough of something. You're like, this needs to end so I can move forward.
And it looks like all of the ends need to be thinking. The thinking needs to change. You've had this
reframing the mind.
Yeah, Hermit, lots of swords over here. That you've got the opportunity to look at your thoughts and see how your thoughts are working in manifestation.
Right.
Because what you put your focus and energy on is what will manifest.
And what you don't want, King of Wands. So to me, that's like you don't want to be perceived as weak. So, you want to be this strong, leader who just absolutely stands his ground. And what you do want, 5 of Cups. Now, typically, 5 of Cups is like, it's this loss. So I feel like you don't want to feel.
You want to get over the loss.
Right.
Like,
you don't want to feel
over.
that loss anymore. You want to let it go. You want to move past it. You've had enough of it.
This is what we were just talking about with the, being able to be grateful and still heal from something. It's the 8 of Cups. 5 of Cups is a lot of the same feel, but 5 of Cups is that still in that like victim mentality, where you're resentful and kind of like, oh, poor me, blah, 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 like crying over spilled milk, like, oh, this happened. Like, okay, well, that happens to, not to minimize anyone's experiences, and that happens to everybody. It's part of the journey and part of, gaining that understanding that it's an experience that builds you. It doesn't break you.
Right. You can't
everything's
sit in it.
adductive. Yeah. So I mean, you can get stuck. You can camp there, and
Right.
you know,
But it won't do you any good.
But
So
also, winter's coming.
Yeah. You get stuck there.
Yeah.
Frozen.
But
So I feel like, you want to move past that. And what your options are that you don't see, there's the Queen of Pentacles. You've got that nurturing environment. You offer that stability, and not to say that everyone has a little bit of feminine and masculine in them.
But the Queen of Pentacles has that she's the ultimate homemaker.
Yeah.
She's domestic, but she's also fertile, but she's also very not necessarily frugal, but she's sitting in her own wealth.
Right.
But
knows how to take care of her family.
Yeah, doesn't really need much from anyone else. So
Right.
what's the positioning on that one?
And that was options that you don't see.
Maybe you're your option. Be your own love story for a while. That's my feels.
Or
on
even
that
just to
one.
recognize, what you have and what you have to offer. People forget to celebrate themselves. I'm guilty of that. And I kind of feel like that's part of this right here, is that you don't recognize, how much you've already overcome and how far you've come. So the outcome is 4 of Cups, because you're so stuck in that, I've
it was
lost
over
so
here.
much.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Right.
I'm not going to allow for these possibilities because I'm 5 of Cups. I'm still in this.
Right. It's not enough.
I've been hurt, and I look at all the things I've lost, but you always walk away with enough. And,
Right.
You get to this, if you're sitting in this 4 of Cups energy, it's a part of a learning process where you're, really waiting for, I guess, trust to build, whether it's trust in yourself or trust in situations, or having faith in your own. But you want to see it. It's the 4 of Cups is like a show me state card. I want to see it. I don't believe you. Show me picture. It didn't happen.
Right.
So, yeah. So.
But the overall energy, back to that is the Queen of Wands. So, it's that feistiness.
Mm-hmm.
So, get up out of the whole poor me pity party stuff. You've done amazing. So, you've got that feisty, fiery. You're not going to give up. You've really done well, Virgos. All right, my beautiful, lovely, amazing Virgos. This is what Spirit has inspired us to share with you, and we hope it's helped. If you're interested in my You and Them extended reading and/or Dr. M's Future Cross and Bow and Advice from Spirit extended readings, please join us for those extended readings on Patreon. Again, the link is in the description box below. Thank you so much for joining us. We send you all the love, light, and laughter that your body can hold, and we hope you join us again soon.
Bye.
Bye.